The world was covered in water. Massive waves swallowed cities and all living creatures perished. Only one ship remained afloat on the endless sea. For thousands of years, humanity has passed down this story. The tale of Noah's Ark, recorded in the Bible, and the flood myths that exist across various cultures. Is this merely a legend, or could it be an actual historical event? Could science provide any evidence for it? Today, we uncover the truth behind this great mystery. In Genesis 6, God commands Noah to build an ark. The reason? Humanity had become corrupt and full of wickedness. The earth was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. Genesis 6:11. God decided to bring judgment upon the world, but he chose to save Noah, a righteous man, along with his family. Noah obeyed and built the ark according to God's instructions. The Bible describes its precise dimensions. This enormous vessel was comparable to modern-day ships, and the Bible states that all kinds of animals entered it in pairs. Was this really possible? Interestingly, flood myths exist in cultures all over the world. The Mesopotamian epic of Gilgamesh, ancient Chinese flood legends, and South American indigenous flood stories. How could civilizations that never had contact with one another all have such similar stories? Scientists have proposed several theories. One of the most common is sea level rise and geological changes. At the end of the Ice Age, melting glaciers caused a dramatic sea level rise. Studies suggest that 7,000 years ago, a massive flood occurred in the Black Sea region. Could this be linked to the biblical flood? The Bible states that Noah's Ark came to rest on Mount Ararat, and on the 17th day of the 7th month, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Genesis 8:4. Mount Ararat, located in eastern Turkey, has been a focal point for ark-related explorations. In 1977, satellite images revealed a structure resembling an ark. Explorers later discovered wooden remains and a boat-shaped formation. But scientists remain skeptical. Are these truly the remains of Noah's Ark, or just natural geological formations? Was Noah's Ark physically and scientifically feasible? First question, could a ship of this size actually float? Experts analyzed the ark's structure and found that its dimensions align with a stable ship design. Second question, could it house all the animals? Some researchers suggest the ark didn't hold every species, but rather kinds of animals, which later diversified. Third question, how did they survive inside the ark? How did they store food and water? The Bible does not provide specifics, but ancient ship survival techniques suggest it may have been possible. However, many scientists still view this story as myth. So how should we interpret it? Noah's Ark is not just a historical question, but a deeply symbolic story in faith. The flood represents divine judgment, while the ark symbolizes God's salvation. Even Jesus referenced Noah's time, stating that, just as people were unaware before the flood, many might also fail to recognize God's greater plan. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. Matthew 24:37. Ultimately, Noah's Ark is not just about finding a lost ship. It is about seeking the deeper meaning that God may be revealing to us. Should we believe this story? That is a question each of us must answer for ourselves.